What's good, YouTube? Make America Lit here, back with another NBA 2K24 video. And in today's video, I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys, as you can see on your screen. In today's episode, we are going to be creating a glass cleaner. That's right, we're bringing back the old 2K22 popper build, if you will. A lot of people like to call it the popper, but the glass cleaner, man, this was a build that everybody pretty much had in NBA 2K22. This was one of the best power forward slash big man builds you could have. I mean, outside of maybe a shooting glass lock, the glass cleaner was like one of the most popular builds in NBA 2K22. It went hand in hand with the playmaking shot creator. So with that being said, let's jump right into the build. Now, I made this build at the center position. You can make it at the power forward position like we all did back in NBA 2K22, but you can also make it at the center. I just went with the center because I just wanted to have more builds with centers. I felt like I wasn't showing my big men and my centers enough love, so I'm making this build at center. But like I said, you can make it at power forward if you want. Height, weight, and wingspan are all interchangeable, and you can tweak these how you like. I just went 6'11", 249, and 7'9" just for me. I wanted to have just a little bit of height. I usually make those glass cleaners kind of shorter on the 6'8", 6'9" side, but I wanted to be a little bit of taller just because we are at the center position. I want to be able to body up and play up against those 7-foot bigs or whatever, while also still maintaining a little bit of mobility and speed. So we went 6'11", 249, 7'9" on the wingspan, and these are what the attributes look like for this build. 81 close shot, 79 driving layup with a 73 driving dunk, getting us that bronze posterizer. And then we also have a 48 standing dunk, which is going to get us those standing dunk animations that you need at like 40 or 45. And then I just threw whatever I had left over into post control, and it's not bad just because that little bit of post control is going to help us with getting hook specialist and post playmaker. So it's going to make the build just a tiny bit more versatile. That close shot and that driving layup with that driving dunk means that not only will we be able to space the floor and run the pick and pop, but the driving dunk and driving layup and close shot means that we'll also be able to run a pick and roll. I've seen so many glass cleaners back in 2K22, they had all of their shooting, but they didn't have none of their finishing. And then in the pick and roll situation, nobody could roll. And even now, you see a lot of people not putting too much into their, dunk or their close shot. They're just valuing layup because, layups are really good this year. But then in the pick and roll situation, you don't have any drive and dunk, any finishing, and now you can't, roll. You're just basically giving away a part of your game that you could, just another level of your game where you could score that you're not taking advantage of. So that's why I went with this for my finishing. Then moving on to the shooting, the mid-range isn't nothing to write home about. A 61 mid-range, and that's pretty bad, but we all know that with the badges that we get from the three-point shot, which is going to be a 76, the catch and shoot, the dead eye, the green machine, all of these, open looks, all of these badges, their boost is going to apply to our mid-range shot. And that doesn't also consider that we'll also be shooting with like some form of dimer, because most people are running with at least like a 70-something passing accuracy. Not many people are running, with lower than a 56 pass accuracy, which is what you need for bronze dimer. So at the very least, you'll be shooting with bronze dimer as well. So that 61 isn't really going to be so much of a 61 when you take into consideration all of the boosts, hot spots, and things of that nature. 76 3 ball, just enough to get us where we need. 76 is just so we reach that threshold for agent threes you see right there. It's also going to net us silver corner specialist, silver catch and shoot, a decent bevy of badges, silver open looks, guard up, comeback kid, things of that nature. 71 free throw just for bare minimum purposes if you play rec. If you only play park, then obviously you could do away with this, but for my rec players, we try to reach that threshold of 71 at least, especially for a big man. You want to be able to hit your free throws. Pass accuracy, we went with the 70. I try to shoot for at least the 77. This is a big man build, so you can kind of sacrifice passing just a little bit. Even with the 70, you're still looking at break starter, dimer, post playmaker, relay passer, and special delivery. The only badge that you're really missing out on is needle threader and touch passer, which don't really matter too much. You would like to have needle threader, but touch passer you could really live without. The ball handling speed with ball non-existent, because this is going to be a build where we're just running pick and rolls, picking screens. And we might post up here and there, but we're not going to really be too much putting the ball on the floor. You really shouldn't have the ball in your hands unless you're shooting it or laying it up. Maybe when you post up here and there, you might want to have that, but because we don't have unpluckable, you really don't want to be doing that too much either. So keep that in mind with this build. This, as far as my template goes, we're not going to really be dribbling the ball or handling the ball much. Then moving on to defense, you see that 83 interior defense, which is going to be enough to get us, silver anchor, post lockdown, and gold workhorse. Perimeter defense, and still we're not too much worried about because we're going to be playing like a traditional center role as far as defense. We're going to be mostly just staying and handling the paint. And then moving on, we have that 87 block, again, for silver anchor, bronze chase down artist, silver pogo stick, and then we have a 90 offensive rebound and a 99 defensive rebound. Now, you want to keep in mind, and I know people are going to be like, well, why the hell did you waste so many points on offensive rebound? You could put those points into something else. One, offensive rebound is cheaper than defensive rebound, so it's nice to have on your build anyway because it's cheaper. But also you need to factor in that your offensive rebound is only as good as the other person's matchup's defensive rebound. So because most people are going with a 92 defensive rebound, you are going to literally have like a 50-50 chance of grabbing that offensive board if you have rebound chaser maxed out, box out beast maxed out. You're going to have a good chance of grabbing offensive boards. Now, positioning is everything when it comes to rebounding, and if you're going to be spacing the floor constantly, you might not have the opportunities to even grab that offensive board because you're going to be at the 3-point line. So if you aren't going to be mixing it up, me personally, I like to play inside and out. I like to be versatile. If you're not going to be inside and out, you can get rid of the offensive rebound and put this somewhere else, like maybe your pass or ball handle, steal, whatever. But if you're like me and you like to play and mix it up and be outside, inside, you will get use out of this 90 offensive rebound because most people are running with like 85 to 87 defensive rebound. Maybe they're running with a 92 for gold, but that 92 isn't going to be that much different from your 90, especially when you factor in you have a 99 defensive rebound, which is going to get you Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So you're talking about Hall of Fame rebound chaser with a 90 offensive rebound versus their 92 defensive rebound with gold rebound chaser. You're still going to be, getting those rebounds over them in most cases if you know how to position yourself and box out. Moving on to physicals, we're maxing out our speed with a 69. Unfortunately, our acceleration is only going to be a 54, but we'll live with that. We just want to be quick enough to get up and down the court, especially in the rec. You don't want to be so slow that you can't get up and down the court. 69 is damn near a 70 speed, so you will be decently quick enough to get up and down the court and keep up with most center builds. Obviously, we went with that 92 strength because you see what we're getting. Box out beast, brick wall, gold bulldozer, fearless finisher, post lock, and immovable enforcer, which is going to go pretty hard. That the strength that you really want to key in on, and the main badge that you want to key in on is that immovable enforcer because that's what's going to help you battle dudes that are running those high levels of bulldozer that's going to move you out the way and just, body you up down low or whatever. Then finally, we went with the 70 vertical. Now, I usually try to go higher on the vertical, but this is what we could get. I mean, we're not going to need too much of a crazy vertical because we are going to have an 87 block. We are going to have a 99 and a 90 offensive rebound. So, the vertical isn't as needed as much. We're also 6'11 with a 7'9 wingspan, so we're not going to need too much of a vertical. The vertical is even more important when you're shorter, undersized, but because we're kind of taller, we kind of have wingspan. We also have high levels of rebounding and block. We aren't going to need to lean on vertical too much, but I still try to get at least a 70, just to help with the rebounding and the blocks. And then finally, we get that 95 stamina because we also want to unlock that gold workhorse that you see right there, which is going to help with chasing those loose rebounds and loose balls and stuff. So you see the shades of, we see Valanciunas, we see Bill Laimbeer, and we see Nurkic. You'll see that we have built a glass cleaner, and that is my glass cleaner build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content, and of course more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.